So today was an exhausting, wonderful day. This was just a whole day of service that started over at the Hartford Township Middle School with the Hartford Township Parks and Recreation with Jesse Hart, included Grand Stepping Up, as well as the Community Action Agency of Delaware County, and our sister organizations, the Delco Food Project and the Multicultural Center that I'm aware of, and other pantries, to receive contactless food drive, food that would come through in people's cars. They would just have the food in their trunk, and then the food would be taken to each of our vehicles.
We're helping 7 different organizations today, and they all do amazing work. I know Temple Lutheran Church specifically, they have anywhere between 60 and 100 families they're helping out every month, and Ardmore Food Pantries here, and Grand Stepping Up, and they're all really doing great work. So it's great to help them out.
We feed the people in Aston, and we partner with other community services. We feed about 40 families a week and another 40 services. We give out fresh produce, we give out boxed items. So we've been doing this for about a year, and people came to us to donate food. They just wanted somebody to do the work for them and help them get food out into the community.
Yeah, unfortunately there are people that are in need and need help, and when neighbors can step up and donate, it's a good thing, and especially on a day of service like today. Last year we did this on MLK Day. We had about 300 or 400 cars come out. It was incredible. Yeah, the community really steps up and helps out those in need.
Well, I was really glad too, because between the weather and the pandemic, there's been a little bit of a curtailing or a reduction of community service events, and one of the ways that we honor Dr. King's memory is through service and commitment to helping others. So I was grateful that there were so many people out there today in the cold and the rain, and there were so many people driving up to give donations. It speaks to the generosity of spirit, both of our volunteers and the community who wants to give donations and help.
After we brought all the food in today, we accepted about an hour ago or so, also from a Hartford Township School in Linwood Elementary. The heads of their PTO have organized with all the families at Linwood Elementary this wonderful distribution for us of homemade meals, which included desserts and paper products and drinks. And it's just such a beautiful testament to all of us working together, and we're so honored to be the recipients of that and to be able to give this goodwill out to our community.
So today, for Martin Luther King Day of Service, Linwood tries to do a project every year. This year, because of COVID, normally we go in the building and we fill containers of food, the families make food and we fill containers, but since we can't do that this year, what we did was we did a Sign Up Genius for all the families at Linwood, and whoever wanted to could sign up to donate things. So some of them made meals, some of them, dropped off some desserts and drinks, and then we dropped them off here at Grand Stepping Up to donate to people who needed it.
I think it's really good. It's really good. It's cool, yeah, I like it. It's fun.
The kids love to be involved, all of them. All the Linwood kids love to help and be involved, so it's a fun day for them.
So it's overwhelming just seeing it all in person and seeing so many people who are helping. This really is a protective factor for these families. Being a grandparent, you don't really expect to have a child. So having a child at any age can be costly. It can be stressful. So for grandparents who are not expecting that, who have gone through the process of having children already, or maybe just thinking about retirement, can cause a lot of stress. It can cause a lot of financial burden. So having support, having monetary support in the form of donations, having support in the form of someone to listen to and address mental health issues is so needed.
I do see a greater need in the community, and there's nothing like Grand Stepping Up in Delaware County that will help with everything. There's other places that you can go, but Karen has the vast majority of everything. Food, clothing, diapers for the baby. If you need help with shelter, she'll move heaven and earth to get it for you. So we try to just reach out to everybody that reaches out to us and make sure they have what they need.
It's been great because we're helping people that are different walks of life, of being almost homeless to doing somewhat okay, and helping them out and giving them food and clothing and stuff like that. Karen and the organization and her daughters and stuff have been great to help with the community and different things that she does, and outreach to everybody has been awesome.
It's made a great impact. Karen is, I'm gonna tell you, she's one of the most kindest, caring people that I've ever met. She's one of the most giving individuals that I've ever met, and she always uses her little hashtag, you know, the need is great, and the need is great, but for her to take a step outside of what she's already done with Grand Stepping Up, and then to take those same resources, even days that she didn't have a whole lot, she gave a whole lot. It's helped so many families in West Philadelphia, also South Philadelphia, people who can't, you know, necessarily get all the way down here. We take things to them and it comes straight from the pantry. It's helped a lot of people and it continues to help a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm a working grandmom who's helping raise my grandchildren, so I still find it hard making ends meet. And I'm working, so it's not easy out here, and I just wanted to do whatever I can do to bring more grandmoms in who needs help, and to let them know that you don't have to be ashamed to come and get help when you're in need. You know, I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, you know, I felt ashamed, like, you know, I'm working and I should be able to provide, but times are so hard with working bills and everything, and trying to just provide for your grandchildren and your family as well. So I'm on a diverse committee, so just doing anything that I can do to assist in any area, any way that I can to help the program to just grow.
We recently started this diversity committee, which is needed, right, due to the events that have been happening in our world for forever, but especially recently we kind of realized we have an obligation here. We are serving people of all races, all religions, all socioeconomic statuses, all ethnicities, and we need to ensure and give some accountability in this organization to make sure that we are providing these resources fairly and equitably to everyone, regardless of their status.
We are up over, I believe, 300 to 500 grand families that we've been helping in different capacities over the last 2 years. And I think after taking a look at these disparities and the unrest in our country, and how that would affect the grand families, the grandparents, the kinship family members, and most importantly the children that do not own where they arrived, we saw the need for having the opportunity to have transparency within our organization of that we have inclusion and diversity among our organization, but also within the communities that we serve.
Karen is so loving and just welcoming, and she doesn't judge. You can be from any race, religion, background. She welcomes grandmothers, grandfathers, the community, so it was really welcoming. It was really pleasant to meet her.
I was at a food drive one day, a county food drive, and met Karen there, and she's a very friendly person. Like, one of the best parts of doing this is the people you meet running organizations are really cool, kind, generous, intelligent people. And we made friends. We make friends with a lot of the people running the pantries. We help each other.
Karen is amazing. Karen is one of the kindest people I've ever met, and her big heart just radiates through everything she does. So I'm really honored just to be a part of this.
Someday I have a feeling we'll be staying at an international distribution hub for Grand Stepping Up at the middle. The growth is incredible. And what's really cheering about it is we're not talking about some for-profit company that's about delivering millions of dollars to private stakeholders. This is about the bigger Grand Stepping Up gets, or the more successful it is, the more people are being helped. So while I see these great spaces and all this great food and the great facilities and all the materials we have to distribute, what I see there, and I know Karen sees this too, is these are just more opportunities to help people.
We're so proud, we're so humble and grateful to all of the donors and the volunteers and everybody that has lifted this organization up over the last 2 years. Thank you. Just thank you. We're so grateful.